Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am KK, your career coach. Today I am going to tell you 10 skills which will change your life. These skills are difficult to learn. Once you learn them, you will never lose in your life. First skill I am going to be talking about is being honest with yourself. If you really want to grow in your life and achieve your goal, you have to be honest with yourself. This is very, very important. No one can judge you better than yourself. No one understands your potential, your strength, your weaknesses. No one can push you but you yourself. No one can motivate you the way you can yourself. In my 10 years I spent in corporate or even today as a CEO, whenever I talk to my team, I always tell them, when you go home today, look at the mirror and ask yourself, today was productive? Did you add any value? Have you moved forward in your life? And when you go to sleep, close your eyes just for 2 minutes. Ask yourself and try to answer these questions. And my friends, if your answer is yes to these questions, then you are growing, you are doing something amazing in your life. But if your answer is no, you're going daily to the office and you're coming back home, not doing a productive thing, not adding a single value to your life, to your career, then you're wasting your time. You have taken gym membership, you have pledged not to eat junk, but every weekend or every Monday or every first day of the month, you don't go to gym, you eat whatever you want to. And then you try to negotiate with yourself that next day or next time I will do better. Trust me, friends, no one has time to think about your life, to judge you. It is you who can make a difference in own life. Second skill I'll be talking about is speaking up. When I say speaking up, I am not talking about communication skill. I am talking about saying something which we feel hard to say. For example, when we have to confront someone for a problem, or when we are proposing someone, or when we are talking to our boss for a salary hike. Not speaking up can put you in a lot of problems. I personally have faced this initially in my career when I was not able to speak up in team meetings, in town halls, in front of my boss. When we don't speak up, we don't move forward in life. And if we try to speak up, we may feel rejection, but it will give you a different sense of accomplishment, a different kind of confidence. It puts you in decision making position. It shows your leadership skills. Every top leader, the likes of Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they always speak up their mind. They don't think about what people will say. And that one single quality has given them a superior fan following, a superior obedience of employee. It is very important for everyone to learn how to speak up. And it is also important to understand what stops us from speaking up. Apart from fear of rejection, anxiety plays a major role. So it is important to control our anxieties. And one of the easiest method is whenever you are up on stage or in your team meeting or in your town hall, take a deep breath and give it a try. Trying is your first step towards winning the skill of speaking up. Third skill I'll be talking about is listening skills. It is a huge misconception. More talking equals better communication. But actually, effective listening is often exactly what you need to be a better communicator. Nelson Mandela. He is universally regarded as one of the great leaders in the world. He was a son of a tribal chief, and he was asked one day how he learned to be a great leader. And he responded that he would go with his dad to tribal meetings, and he remembered two things when his father would meet others elders. One, they would sit always in circle, and two, his father was always to speak last. You will be told whole life to learn to listen. But one of the great motivational speakers, Simon Sinek, said that you need to learn to be the last to speak. If you're able to do that, you will be able to listen to everybody in the room. And it will do two things for you. One, it will give opportunity to others to be heard. And it will give opportunity to you to listen to all the point and then respond. Listening skills is regarded as one of the greatest quality of any great leader. The next I'm going to talk about is time management. There's already so much gyan available on time management. But I'm going to share a very interesting talk given by Bishop Jakes. He said, we have traded effectiveness with busyness. And we think because we are busy, we are effective. But I want you to relook your daily schedule and ask yourself, are you really being effective? Or your life is cluttered with all kind of things which distracts you, which drain your energy, and which stops you from being your highest, the greatest self. Are you substituting busyness with all chaos goes along with busyness from being effective? A group of scientists have researched that 80% of things we do are the busy things. Things that we are doing in an area that is not effective. And only 20% of our time we spend on doing things which really matters. Things which we are gifted to do. And things which we are passionate to do. And the rest all we end up doing is dumb things. The things we do like scrolling our phones, changing the channels. Have you ever wondered what would happen if we would go from doing 80% busy things to 80% effective things? There is a lot of things you can take from me. You can take my suit, you can take my car, you can take my house. I will get another one. But if you have taken my time, you have taken something from me which is irreplaceable. We take all kind of classes, money management classes, yoga classes. We know how to repair our houses. We know how to repair our car. We are working on our hairs, our body, and we do everything except the most important thing, which is value of time. The fifth skill we are talking about is empathy. As explained by Don R. Crowley, empathy is ability to put yourself in other person's position, to feel and understand what they are experiencing. Empathy combined with technical ability is power formula at any workplace. Let's talk about how we can be more empathetic. Number one, listen. When you're talking to anybody who needs your help, listen with the intent to understand them. Stop everything you are doing. Put down your smartphone and really listen to the other person. To make this work, when we listen, we must also be willing to open up and share our innermost thoughts and feeling. This is a process of give and take. Second, use empathetic language like I am sorry that this happened to you. I don't blame you. I'm sure I would have feel the same way if I were in your position. Your such response can help reflect the other person experience. Number 3, don't be judgmental. As one human to another, that's not really our job. Understand that we all approach life from a very unique perspective, that no one experiences same as another. Number 4, practice curiosity about other. Part of being empathetic is being interested about other person. Ask them about where they are from, what are their beliefs, what are their values, without being judgmental. Working on building empathy have all kinds of benefits. Children who taught empathy are less aggressive. They have lower level of stress and depression, and so they do better academically. Empathy is foundation of morality. In presence of empathy, cruelty can't exist. Empathy is key component in conflict resolution. Empathy helps build trust. It helps build stronger relationship. And it reminds us that people are not machines. They have feelings. And if we are going to be good leader in any field, our ability to empathize with our fellow humans is key to success in today's workplace. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of 10 skills which can change your life. I'll be back next week with the remaining 5 skills. Meantime, please like, share, subscribe and comment your feedback so that I can improve. Also, if you want me to cover any particular training, please do share with me. Thank you so much for your time. Bye. Take care.